Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do my second Korean sheet mask empties video. I've done this before once and I really liked it. I think, yeah, sheet masks are such a trend these days, and I just wanted to kind of help give people my thoughts and opinions and what I look for. I look for sheet masks that do not contain alcohol. Most Korean sheet masks contain alcohol and fragrance. The fragrance I can get by with, it's fine. I don't like it, but whatever. It's not a huge issue, but the ones with alcohol are a big no-no for me. So the reason why is because skincare with alcohol is just notoriously bad for your face. And I know skincare companies put it in there to preserve the ingredients and things like that, but over time, it's going to mess with your skin's pH balance. It's not good for you, and especially with something like sheet mask where you put it on your face and the sheet mask is kind of pushing that essence into your skin, especially when it has a high content of alcohol. It's just not good for your skin. So in the beginning, it might seem like it's helping your skin, like the essence and things like that, but over time, you can be damaging your skin. So always try to look for things that are that don't contain alcohol. And typically, you'll see alcohol be the second ingredient or second and third ingredient right after water, which pretty much means there's a ton of alcohol in there. And when you open it, you can kind of smell it too. So sometimes I've heard people say that they've tried sheet mask and it burns, like it burns their skin or they get irritated. It could be the alcohol in there. Now I have all these sheet masks and I have little post-its on them with notes about each of them, and so we're just gonna go straight into it. The first one is one that I got in my Allure beauty box, I believe. This was from Biobelle, is the company, and is a mask that says hashtag I woke up like this. There's a different series. This is the one with wild rose and vitamin C. It's supposed to be for brightening, to get rid of sunspots, enhance skin's natural glow. This one is paraben free, gluten free, and no GMOs. For the most part, I liked it actually. This one also does not contain alcohol as well. Sometimes companies will not use alcohol, but they'll put in witch hazel. So if you're sensitive with witch hazel too, just be careful about that. Side note. This one I believe does not have witch hazel in it, but it does have peppermint leaf water and rosemary leaf water. So if you know you are sensitive to those kinds of essential oils, then you could be a little bit careful. This one was really interesting. I wasn't expecting much to happen, but I do have this pretty sizable sunspot on my cheek here, and I really felt like after I used this, I felt like it was lighter, like temporarily lighter, because the next day it looked the same again. But it was really interesting, and my face definitely felt a little bit brighter. It didn't feel more moisturized or hydrated, but again, that's not really the point of this one. So yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. Next one is one I've tried before. It is the Lift Up Feel So Good Hydrolyzed Collagen. And collagen, when it says collagen in sheet masks, usually just means it kind of helps with hydration. This one again also does not have alcohol. This one was interesting because the third ingredient is niacinamide. I had bought a pack of this on Hotluck, and while the essence is great and I do think that it helps kind of moisturize my skin, the fit of it is horrendous. It's such a weird fit. It doesn't, it's like, I don't think my face is that big, but it's like did not fit, so I have to manually cut it each time right at the nose and at the bottom of where the chin is, so I can overlap it and make it fit a little better. And the fact that I had to do that every single time was just was not worth it. So this one was interesting. It's from the brand Naisture, I think. Yeah. And it was, they have a bunch. I think I have the aloe one and I have the Aqua one, and then you can't see it here, but it says 2 here because it's actually a 2-step process. So it comes with one little thing at the very top that you peel off, and after you wash your face, you kind of apply all that serum on your face first, kind of pat it in until it's all absorbed, and then you put the sheet mask on after, and you're supposed to leave it on for about 15-20 minutes, and then you apply like a third step to your skin. So after that, so there's a lot of steps, which I kind of liked because it made it seem like it's doing more, I guess. But overall, I felt like it was pretty much the same effect that you get from other brands. Now this one, the mask, I remember was really large, so it kind of reached all the way at the edge of my face, which I really, really liked. So it just made it seem like it's gonna fit a wide variety of faces, and if you have a smaller face, you can just kind of fold it over and let it fit that way. It is a cotton mask, so it's not a hydrogel mask, so it's gonna be able to fold over if you need it to. There was a lot of serum, even with the first and third step, even within the mask, there was a lot of serum, which I thought was kind of nice, but it does make it a little bit drippy, so you just kind of have to shake off a little bit of the excess. Like the first gel was kind of like a milky essence, like very watery. The gel in here was very, you know, your typical sheet mask kind of watery. But the third gel was really interesting. It was a little bit thicker, almost like aloe vera gel. So it was a little bit heavier, which I kind of liked. And so after this one, it definitely, my face felt so moisturized. And again, it's the Aqua line, so that kind of explains it. But overall, I really liked it. The next one was from Leaders, and if you have watched my previous one or you follow me on Instagram, you'll know Leaders is actually my very, very, very favorite sheet mask maker. They just have great sheet masks, no alcohol, just no junk. They also have just really great ingredients in there as well. They have a whole line. This is from their 7 Wonders line, where 7 different things, you target different areas. They also have like a coconut gel line. I absolutely love the coconut gel line, but it was actually my first time trying the 7 Wonders one. I bought a whole pack of 7 Wonders, one of each on Haute Look, but they do sell it at Ulta as well, and you can always buy it from Leaders directly. This one was really nice. This one is a bit more of a premium one. It comes with a hydrogel, so instead of a cotton mask, it's like a gel mask. It kind of just like seals in the serum into your face and just doesn't let it evaporate. So I think I left this on for about an hour. I always leave my sheet mask on for as long as I can take it. So they typically say put it on for 15-20 minutes, but I usually always put it on for at least 30, sometimes 40 minutes. This one I put it on for an hour just because I really liked it, and by the time it was an hour was up, it was almost like suctioning to my face, the gel, and when I was peeling it off, the gel ripped off as well. Like, it didn't hurt, it's just because the gel is just so thin, it just was kind of coming off, and I don't know, my face felt so nice. My pores were visibly smaller. I think just because my skin was a bit more plump and hydrated, and this one was just so nice. And this is the Tundra Cranberry Anti-Aging Mask. It's supposed to improve visible lines and wrinkles, deeply hydrate skin, leave skin firm and smooth. And I really, really liked this one. So I'm really excited to try the other 7 Wonders one. I think I tried one more, yeah, but I wanted to save that one save the other ones for a little bit later, but I really liked this one. So this is another one from Leaders. This is the 7 Wonders line again. This is the Kalahari Melon Moisturizing Mask, and this one was similar to the other one in that it has a typical sheet mask kind of scent, but this one had a little bit of a weird cleaning solution, Cloroxy kind of scent with it. Like, I almost looked and I'm like, does this have like alcohol in here? But I was like, no, Leaders never has alcohol in their products, and it doesn't. It just was interesting. So I'm not sure where that smell came from. It was not bad, it just had a slight hint of that. Again, it's a biocellulose mask is what they call it. It's kind of like that gel mask. The serum itself is very thin, absorbs really fast into your skin. Both this one and that one doesn't have a ton of serum left over. Like, some of these masks have like a lot of serum left over that I put them in Ziploc bags, and I put like cotton pads in there, and so that the next day in the morning or something I can lay the cotton pads on my face and kind of do like a mini treatment for my cheeks or my chin or my forehead and things like that. So I like to reuse those, not reuse, but I use up all the serum that I have instead of just tossing them, because I feel like it's such a waste. But this one didn't have that much in there, but it was still good. This one is another Leaders mask, but it is a different line. They have a bunch of these like syringe type designs here, and this was the Illuminating one, and I used 2 of these up, and I really, really liked it. Again, I know I normally don't go for these like brightening ones. I go for Aqua or Moisture or anti-aging, but this one, it says effects of brightening a radiant, youthful skin, concerns dullness, uneven skin tone. I think as I'm getting older, I definitely see a dullness in my skin. It's like I'm not breaking out as much anymore, but I definitely seem a lot more tired, even though I'm not tired, you know? So I got this one. I had a whole pack I bought from TJ Maxx, oddly enough. And oh my gosh, it really worked. It like totally brightened up my face, made my face look so much more radiant. It was definitely brightening, so it was really interesting. This one is a cotton mask, so it's not a gel mask. But it adheres really well. It has a thicker serum. This is one of those ones that has a lot, like a little bit left over that you can probably use one more time. It was a little sticky for about 5 minutes after, but again, after that, I just put lotion on and it kind of goes away. I think the next one I have is one from Face Shop, and this is their cream line. So it's a bit more expensive. I believe it was like $5-6, maybe a little bit more than that. But there's a Face Shop near me, and then they have a bunch of these cream lines, and just doesn't that just look so appealing? Just that cream being poured over the mask. I don't know, that really just drew me in. This one is supposed to be for anti-aging. It's supposed to be a face mask drenched in snail mucus cream. Sounds lovely, right? So I know some people are really sensitive with snail filtrate ingredients, but I'm typically not too sensitive about different things like that, so I wanted to try it out, and I thought it was just such a really interesting concept, I guess. What was really nice was the actual mask itself. Like, you know, you have cotton ones, you have like these fiber ones, you have gel ones. This one was like microfiber. It was very thick, but it fit really well, and it just seemed to hold so much of that serum in, and it was just not drippy or anything. It just felt so luxurious, almost like velvet on your skin. It felt so nice. The mask itself felt so nice. It had a thicker, creamier consistency. It wasn't like a straight up cream, like lotion pouring cream. It was still more like an essence, but it was thicker, and it was just had a little bit more opacity, so you can tell there was more cream mixed into it, and it just felt so nice. I think if you have dry skin, you'll like love the texture of this. You'll love just the experience of the mask itself. It was really, really nice. It was so hydrating, so soft, so smooth. Unfortunately, the scent was so strong. As soon as I opened it, it just smelled so bad. I don't know if I can smell it now because it's been a while since I used it, but oh yeah, it's like this really, really, really strong perfume scent, and boy does it linger. Oh my gosh, it actually triggered a migraine. I literally had a migraine that whole night after using this. And you're supposed to put this on for 10-20 minutes, and I think I put it on for about that amount, I think, but normally, you know, like I said, I go over like 40 minutes. I couldn't. By the time it was like 15-20 minutes, I was like, I gotta stop using this. I have to take it off my face. And I even like rinsed off my face with like some toner and some spritz and sprays and stuff to kind of dilute it, and that scent stayed with me the whole night. I could still smell it. It was just so bad. So I'm so bummed because I really loved the feel of the mask. I loved the texture of the serum. I loved the way my face felt afterwards, but I can't deal with migraines. I actually have another one. It's not the snail one. It's just the moisturizing cream one. So it's not anti-aging. So I hope to God that one does not smell as strong, because I could not take it, which is such a bummer. I don't know why they made it such a strong scent. I got one Bonvivant brand. I think I got this for like $1 on Mimi Box when I made an order. Were having some kind of sale. This is the chamomile and tea tree, so it's supposed to help with your pores and kind of balancing your face out. It says it has AHA fruit complex in here for some exfoliating goodness, and it was okay. It wasn't really that great. There's no alcohol in it, which is great, and the price point was amazing. It's one of the cheaper end ones, like $3, and sometimes I can't believe, I think they really were selling for $1 on Mimi Box. It's a very thin serum. I think I wrote on here, I must have been breaking out when I had this, so that's why I reached for the tea tree one, and it said no stinging on open blemishes, which was great. And normally a lot of these sheet masks again have alcohol, so when you have a breakout or you have acne prone skin, it's gonna sting, and it's not good for you. So this one did not sting. It has no alcohol. It fit really well. It's cotton fiber material. It was very wet but not sticky. When I say it's not sticky, it has more of a wet feeling. That's might be good or bad for you. For me, I like a more stickier feeling because I feel like has a little bit more to it, I guess, a little bit more hydrating ingredients as opposed to just water. So I kind of like a more stickier, tackier finish in my sheet masks. I got 2 sheet masks sent to me by Botanic Farm. They had sent me a PR package of a bunch of other products, and in it came with these 2 sheet masks, the cherry blossom and the rose one. I don't think they're very expensive on Botanic Farm, and I believe they also sell these masks on Mimi Box. These do contain alcohol. I wrote the alcohol scent is not as bad, it wasn't as strong, and if I'm looking at the ingredient right now, it looks like it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's the 6th ingredient, which is pretty decent for ones that contain alcohol. A lot of times the ones that contain alcohol again are like the 2nd or 3rd ingredient. So this one was a little bit farther back, still has it, but it wasn't as bad. It does have a rose scent. This one has this one had a very strong floral scent. So I think in between the 2, I liked the rose one better because it just seemed, as far as the scent wise, because it was not as strong, but overall effect, I liked the cherry blossom. I did feel like it was really cooling, and it kind of helped kind of bring a little brightness to my skin after. I also have 2 other ones from Botanic Farm, so maybe they sent me 4. So I don't think I bought these myself. I do buy a lot of sheet masks, but I don't think I bought these. I'm pretty sure they sent it to me. So this was the ginseng one and the olive one. And what did I write on here? I'm reading my notes on the back of them. I have little notes on them. The olive one, let's say first, I wrote very strong alcohol scent, even maybe a hint of citrus, which is weird because it's olive, but so I put X mark, very strong alcohol scent. It's a very thin cotton that sticks really well to your skin. Felt very cooling. I think all of the Botanic Farm ones were very cooling because if I remember, the cotton in the mask was really, really thin. So it's one of those really thin ones that kind of stick really well to your skin, and it's also very wet. So it just kind of has that nice cooling feeling. I didn't have any itchiness or burning with this one, but I wrote here, skin still feels dry. So this one is interesting because this one I think is supposed to be for deep moisturizing and nourishment, and it's supposed to be for dry, rough skin. So again, it has alcohol, really strong smell, and it did not really hydrate my skin very well. This one, the ginseng one as well, it had a very strong alcohol scent. It did have a light ginseng scent as well. I typically like ginseng. I think it really, like, skincare products that have ginseng in it, I feel like help really brighten my skin tone, kind of give it a nice even texture. And so I kind of like that, but this one, I think it was not really that great. It didn't dry as fast as the olive one, so that's good. Next was a fun one. This one from Face Shop, and I did this out of fun. I can't remember if this one was alcohol free or not. But this one, the fit was not very good. I just really did it because I really liked the Face Shop characters, and I really wanted to try it. And oh, let me tell you, this one is not pretty. It didn't look like this at all. It looked horrific, and my husband was laughing so hard, and it was really weird because the mask is in this shape, but you know, normally you have the mask has the eye section cut out so you can see it, but this eyes here was actually like a flap on the eye part, so you're supposed to like close your eyes and like have that over it. It was so weird, so I just kind of flipped it over, but I thought that was just so funny. Overall, I think it was just fun to do. This one is my last one. This was all from Botanic Farm, and this one is a lot better than the other ones. Those are kind of more on the lower end of the sheet mask. They're a lot cheaper. They're like cotton fiber material. This one is like a hydrogel material. It's in 2 sections. So you have a top part and a bottom part, and this is the Polar Energy Hydrogel Mask Pack Moisturizing Care, and this honestly is one of my very, very favorite masks. I bought this one on Mimi Box. I think I had bought like 3, and I was like savoring them. Like I would only use this on days when I felt really congested and just really dry and dull. And even though I have my Leaders mask and they are my favorite brand, and I do, my holy grail mask is the blueberry coconut gel from Leaders. This one, just something about it really works well with my skin. Like, it just feels so hydrated, so moisturized. I love the fit of the mask. I love that it's in 2 parts because it just fits so much better. And I don't know, this one it's just really nice. It has a very thin essence material, but it's not drippy, it's not overly wet, it's not overly sticky. It just feels really nice. And after, my skin just feels so brighter, and my sunspot right there was a little bit brighter, and it's not like overly hydrating where I feel like so sticky, but it's just really nice. So I think if you're interested in going for a hydrogel mask to try out, I would definitely try out Leaders and the 7 Wonders. And then I would definitely try out the Botanic Farm Polar Energy one. Overall, I really liked it. So that's it for my reviews of all these little masks. Hopefully they help you if you're shopping somewhere and you are looking for some, you know, sheet masks. I do think with sheet masks, the more you pay, the more bang for your buck you get. I think some of the cheaper ones, the essence tends to be a lot thinner, which means they just kind of evaporate a lot faster. They don't really stay on your skin as well. Sometimes they contain alcohol or they have a really strong fragrance. So I do think sometimes the more you pay, you are paying for more better ingredients. But again, I know sheet masks are such a luxury. It's so expensive because you're really paying for one-time use. But again, save that extra essence that's in the bag. A lot of times they have so much extra left over. Put it in a Ziploc bag. And then just stick some cotton pads in there and you can kind of make your own sheet mask later. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I will link my other Empties video for my sheet mask down below, as well as some other skincare videos that you might be interested in. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos, and I will see you next time. Bye!